I'm gonna have to apologize again to my neighbor. Well, actually, my housemate, the lady, one of the young ladies that lives upstairs. So apparently, the other two went somewhere else last night. She woke up this morning and she could hear me yelling downstairs. At one point, she looked outside because she thought I was outside yelling. No. She listened some more. She called her roommate. I think there's something wrong with him. When you that time you did a Joey Coco Diaz impression, and your duplex neighbor thought about calling the police to do a health and wellness check on you. Mr. Neely, ding, ding, are you okay in there? Cause you know the last. All right, so she hears me yelling, and then it stops. Well, I guess well, he stopped. Is he alive? You should see her eyes when she's recounting this. Her eyes are real wide. Beautiful blue eyes, wide as can be, as big as saucers. Oops, I am so sorry, Shell. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to alarm you. Oh, I'm having a good time. Just doing a little impression. That's my podcast. People are concerned about my well-being. Not the greatest career choice. It gets that reaction. Maybe it is. Maybe it guarantees my success. Because people are like, oh, I don't know. They have to watch just to see if I'm still holding it together. Oh, greatest of all time. The GOAT. Perhaps someday I'll be introduced on stage by Joey Coco Diaz in that sort of manner. What's your muffler? I tell you, dog, what am I, music library? Kick that mule, Syed. You gotta feel sorry for your sidekick, man. I mean, did he know, signing up for this gig, that he'd be eating like 2,000 milligram edibles? And then asked to answer questions? I don't know. It's the number of the beast. What's not to know? You put the devil in your mouth. But Stairway to Heaven on dog. Yeah, and so upstairs, I guess probably what she was hearing sounded something like this. Like, is he throwing up? What part of the house is this sound coming from? Because I'm sure it was reverberating. It still is. And then she said, and then I heard you singing. Like, meanwhile, she's like on her way to work. Like, she cleaned the snow off her car. And I was so incapacitated by my own laughter that I was finding it difficult. I couldn't help her. I mean, I wanted to help her clean her car, clean the snow off. Probably made her late for work. I'm so sorry. But I guess she was relieved to figure out that I was alive and sane and okay, more or less, as okay as I get. uh, I think she knows that I'm a nice guy and that, you know, like I walk out the door and well, when I do this podcast, I turn the switch on, you know. Like when I'm talking to the guys at Acacia at the fraternity party, I mean, you know, I got frat boy crazy turned up to 11 going on coming out of my mouth. Talking about how women are just every different variety of flower there ever was. She's a flower, dog! Look at those petals! Ah! Watch out for the thorns! So I put on this public persona just for fun, you know, because why not? I mean, you know, I can stay home and be miserable. It's the old prick at the Miners Club used to say. And I'm not disparaging him in any way. That was his nickname, the old prick. I do solemnly swear. So one of the first times I actually had actual words exchange, approached a conversation with him. I said, "Hey, old man, what's the that's old man. Hey, old man, what's the briefcase for?" Without blinking, didn't miss a beat. He said his black velvet now. Sex toys. I said, "You got to keep them under lock and key." He says, "Goddamn perverts." Bill Wells. Bill Wells. He kept after. So one night we're running out of black velvet at the bar. I said, "Hey, check in that first machine there. That's where Bill kept his secret stash of black velvet." Bartender says, "Nuh-uh." Man, he'd been gone for 4 or 5 months. Me and Baylog turn around, look over at the machine. She walks around the, gets the keys out, rattle, rattle. Oh, there's two of them. One of them's been opened. Oh, he got the last laugh on us. Oh, oh. The old Miners Club. I'd like to have a nickel for every mistake made under that roof. Not to mention in the basement. Or the parking lot. We're walking up through the woods. All right, so there's this one time I was sitting at the Friendship about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. One of them hot days where the humidity just out of nowhere went boom. Like it was going to be warm, but oh, like 97 degrees by 11:30. Like the humidity so high, you can taste stuff. Like you can taste the paint on that car like 20 feet away. Like, man, that primer didn't set up before they sprayed that top coat. And like the heat from the sun, I can taste the primer. Like that face. My grandmother would make that face when she talked about burnt beans. And beans is burnt. So we're sitting. It's the 11th round hotel, the 10th minute. We're sitting at Friendship Lounge, 8 of us, plus the bartender. Phone rings. And this is back when, I mean, one or two of us might have owned a cell phone at one point, but right that minute, none of us had cell phones. She answers the bar phone. She looks around. Hold on a minute. She says, I don't know. And she says, there's like eight people. There's, yeah. Well, there's Dutch and Goat and Tapper and Flapper and Buffalo, Popeye. Losing count. Okay, Goat, Dutch. I'm Goat. Goat, Dutch. Tapper, Flapper, Buffalo, Popeye. Mexican. So there's 8 people at the bar, and none of us have names. There's Goat, Dutch, Tapper, Flapper, Mexican, Shorty, Popeye. Who am I missing? Did I say Buffalo? Oh my God. Fuck. Shorty. so we're like, what's going on, Mindy? Actually, I can't remember. The bartender's name was either Mindy or Mandy. She's the only one with a name in the story. I can't remember what it was. Buffalo liquor. So she says, I don't know. So she turns around. And she names off who's there. Oh, Mark. Hands the phone over. I'm not even going to tell you whose name he is. If you don't know his name, you don't know his name. I messed up right there. I said, you just wish the phone was for you. Like you got a friend. So what I'm saying is Joey Coco Diaz would fit in around here. Coco! And I mean, you know, there's a host, there's 20 people with no names that weren't there. Like Christine. Rooster! Brewster the Rooster! Bish! Sexual chocolate! Creepy Ed! He's got a name if there's so many Eds. Actually, there's 3 or 4 creepy Eds. Dirty Phil! There's 2 Dirty Phils. There's 2 Buffaloes. 3 if you're old. The only people we call by their names is because they have a name with a copyright on it, like Bob Edwards. The restaurant with the soup that's lukewarm. Made fresh daily. My ass. Thawed out fresh daily. Oh yeah, nicknames like Oh, shorty Mexican. Rembrandt. Oh, there's an artist of humanity right there, Rembrandt. What a piece of work, masterpiece. The house painter. A good one, I suppose. I don't know. I've never seen him work. I've only seen him drinking. Didn't know him drink. Didn't know he drank. I saw him sober. I ain't never seen him sober. Couldn't tell you. Man. Black Bob. Love you, man. I stopped calling him that a while ago, but that's still his nickname. Bob or Bobby, and then his last name. Here again, if you don't know his name, I ain't telling you. Good man. Oh my God. There's stories I won't tell. Oh, he thought I was such a dick racist. Oh, I thought he wanted to wash his hands. He was out doing some work for me. You know, I think I'd already paid him. And dirty work, you know, on the farm, in the garden, you know, in the dirt, literally. You know. And I thought he wanted to wash his hands. He wanted a drink of water. And I mean, I'd have given him lemonade, cold water from the fridge, or beer, anything he wanted. You know, you're working for me. I mean, you work for 4 hours for me. I'll feed you. That's after giving you water, Gatorade, lemonade, you know, beers, whatever. You know, I mean, depends on the day. I may not give you beers. I mean, I don't want you dying on me having a heat stroke. But your mileage may vary. I thought he wanted to wash his hands because it was anathema to me that I would let a guest of mine, even one working for me, drink out of the water hose. So I'm like holding the hose for him, like here. Well, he's taller than I am. He's like 6'4" and change, maybe 6'5". And he bent down to drink from the water. I'm like, oh, dude, man, no, I'm sorry. Of course, when I did that, I like splashed water up on his face. It's like one of those hot May afternoons. He just looks at me. Hey, man, you want a beer? So I'm about to leave and go to the bar right now. Going, well, he didn't say the bar. He said the Diamond. Blue Diamond Grill. It ain't grilled nothing in there since the 40s. That was Mama Hope grilling somebody about where they were last night. Man, could she make you feel small? She didn't have to lay a hand on anybody. She could throw somebody out with her voice. There's this one guy that just was loud and cussing too much. And she hated the bartender. I don't know what she had against her, but she comes out and she's like, you cannot talk like that in front of my bartenders. None of that foul mouth shit is going to fly around here, motherfucker. You understand me? She got a walker. Like she's 90, right? And you think like she was, like that was a prop and she's from the WWE and she's going to throw that into the cheap seats and come out off the top rope on him. I mean, just, motherfucker! That's a goddamn lady we're talking about here working at my bar. I mean, she just he like went out the door. Now she didn't even. What's so brilliant? She didn't even know which one of them it was that was cussing at her at the bartender. But she could hear somebody cussing, obviously at the bartender, like by name. So she came out there to figure out who it was. And I bet you the next time she saw him, when he was sober, he's probably wearing that walker around his neck like this. She's beating it on it, collapsing it. She a piece of work. Props. I mean, don't get me wrong. She made mistakes like everybody else, but man, I'm pretty sure she never apologized for one. So, of course, when I saw Bob at the bar, I'm like, have some beers here. Here's some chips. Here, some beers. I think we even did a shot together. Yeah, nicknames are like grass seed around here. They're everywhere. I mean, we got everybody but little Jimmy Dickens. I mean, you hang around with somebody long enough that's got a nickname, you'll get a derivative nickname. Like, you hang around Dutch long enough and you're female, somebody's going to call you Duchess. Or Goddess, if you're around me. I swear. It's awful. So great. See, I'm 21 and out.